A crisis of worldviews. Let's take one step back here. What are we talking about? What do we mean? What do I mean when I say worldview? So in my research, I have come to the definition that worldviews are the inescapable, overarching systems of meaning and meaning making that to a substantial extent inform how humans interpret, enact, and co-create reality. So that has a lot of elements, but worldviews basically answer the big questions for us. So they answer questions of ontology. What is this reality? How did this world come to be as it is? What's the nature of reality? Epistemology. How do we know that what we believe is true? And how do we come to valid knowledge? Who or what are we to trust? What are our authorities in our knowledge? And just as fundamental, who are we as creatures? What kind of creatures are we? What is human nature? And then axiology, and how should we live? What is a good life, both ethically, what is a moral life? What does it mean to be a good human being? And aesthetically, what does it mean to live a worthwhile life, a beautiful life, a life of quality? And then there's this more social aspect. How should we live with one another? How should we relate to one another? How should, for example, individual and states be related to each other? So that's the social imaginary or the societal vision. So you could say that worldviews have answer big questions in each of these different dimensions or aspects. Worldviews cover these different aspects. So through answering these big questions or through this big story, that's another way to look at a worldview. It's a big story that enables humans to make sense of their experience and world. So through this big story, worldviews answer these big questions for us, and they give us this sense that life is meaningful, that life is manageable, and that life is stable. And in that way, they fulfill very deep human, universal needs for a sense of meaning and significance. We cannot live without it.